As you probably already know, the most guarded people in the world are the presidents. They have an enormous responsibility for the prosperity of the states, so they need adequate protection. Today we will talk about them and their bodyguards and why they are able. Pope Francesco, even if he is actually a clergyman, also fulfills the role of leader of the Vatican, which is an independent state, and of course everyone has probably heard of his security. As they are dressed, many would think they are actors from the theater, but behind the beautiful costumes you can find trained soldiers ready to do anything for the security of the head of the Catholic Church. Besides the thousands of tourists who want to touch the Pope, let's not forget the 1981 attack on Pope John Paul II. During his visits to many countries, the security guards walked beside the pontiff's car, thus not only ensuring his security, but if you want your child to be blessed, the guards will help you. The pontiff can sometimes go down through the crowd, thinking about the stress his security goes through. Alassane Ouattara, the president of the Ivory Coast since 2011, who of course has an impressive number of bodyguards at any public outing. Police motorcycles are always part of the official column, but I like these guards the most who sit on the car and ensure that the president's security is at the highest possible level. Vladimir Putin, a special unit created exactly for this, is responsible for his security. The best people in the system are always close to the president, and of course any official information is missing. According to unofficial data, around 50,000 agents are responsible for its security and, more importantly, for the places where the president must pass, they are pushed with numerous bodyguards. Even before Donald Trump became president, when he was a simple billionaire, Trump only hired experienced special forces people for his security. It's no wonder that when he became president, the security number definitely became an imposing one. Just look at how many people provide his security. It is circulated that the cost of Trump's security for one day would be around $1 million. As you can see, these guys really know what they are doing. Alpha Condé has been the president of Guinea since 2010. He was attacked in 2011, but as you can see, he is not the kind of politician who hides in an armored car. In this sequence he actually got out of the car and greeted his compatriots, but the atmosphere becomes a bit tense when 10 motorcycles and several trucks with soldiers appear, ready to do so in case of need. Let's just see how many there are. Even if Queen Elizabeth is not the supreme leader of Great Britain, but rather a symbol of this country, a lot of money is spent for her security. This is because there have been countless attempts to attack the Queen. In Buckingham Palace, the Queen's security is answered by her personal guard, but the moment she leaves the security area, the police join her. An unpleasant event took place in 2011 when two British teenagers threw eggs at the Queen's Rolls-Royce. Fortunately no one was hurt, but the attacks can often be much more dangerous. Shinzo Abe, the youngest prime minister of Japan of all time, travels only with armored cars and in very large numbers. When the official column has to go out on a more congested road, his subordinates practically go out the window to signal the cars in the traffic to stop and let the official in front. The same tradition as in Korea, sometimes the guards run next to the car, probably because of the narrower streets. Recep Tayyip Erdogan is the president of Turkey, and he also knows what good security means. In addition to the fact that there are usually dozens of cars in his official columns, in addition to this, several snipers are also responsible for the president's security, who do not leave the president unsupervised for a moment. Besides the fact that the tens of cars are all armored, of course, the president also has an armored bus, on the roof of which there are armed soldiers. I wonder how they don't fall into the curves, to be honest. Kim Jong-un, during a visit to South Korea, he rode in an armored Mercedes and his bodyguards were running around him. Yes, you heard that right, they didn't go on motorcycles or other cars, but they ran in line with the president's car. Everything seemed a bit strange and even funny. Being an armored car, it doesn't necessarily have any other protection, especially from 12 bodyguards running. Probably in this way the president is calmer because his subordinates can be more focused on the security of the president than on other cars or motorcycles. In addition to the personal guard, there are also 120,000 soldiers under his command, ready to always intervene to protect him and the state in case of need. Why does he need so much security, you probably ask? But there were dozens of assassination attempts on his father and uncle, that's probably why he feels safer this way.